This is Skye, the Soulful Progressive with FNN-Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye on location at the Honolulu, Hawaii Democratic headquarters, watching their debate watch party for the first night, where we know Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Buttigieg, Williamson, Liz Warren, and a few others are going against for the presidency 2020 to beat Trump. So we're going to take on the debate party, catch and see if we can get some of the good stuff in, because I'm coming in 20 minutes into it. But it seems like a subdued crowd over here, not as big as the first debate party, but there is excitement and momentum and cheers every time Bernie and Liz speaks. So let's check it out. All right. Now remember, like and subscribe to Feminist News Network so you can get that independent news you need. That's right indeed. All right. Aloha, this is Skye at the end of the wrap-up party to the Democratic watch party for the very first day for the light and conservative liberals. Now, some say that Bernie is the type of liberal that's way out there, but I should agree with that. He's probably the only most liberal of tonight. And we're going to take a look at what I feel is some of the best of what I saw tonight, and then we're going to discuss. Okay? So we're going to take highlight looks and then talk about it. Debate 1.
Understands is that as a result of slavery and segregation and the institutional racism we see now, healthcare, in education, in financial services, we are going to have to focus big time on rebuilding distressed communities in America, including African American communities. In terms of education, I also have a plan. It's called the Thurgood Marshall Plan, and it would focus on ending the growth of segregated schools in America. It would triple funding for Title I schools. It would make sure that teachers in this country earned at least $60,000 a year.
Senator Sanders, thank you very much. The debate continues right after this short break.
Isolate ourselves from Asia. Senator Warren's plan basically that she put out, we would not be able to trade with the United Kingdom. We would not be able to trade with the EU. It is so extreme that it'll isolate the American economy from the rest of the world.
Senator
Warren.
Notice what I think he said.
Senator Sanders, please let Senator Warren respond.
The congressman is describing as extreme is having deals that are negotiated by American workers for American workers.
Hey.
American workers want those jobs, and we can build the trade deals that do it. People want access to our markets all around the world. Then the answer is, let's make them raise their standards. Make them pay their workers more. Let their workers unionize. Raise their environmental standards before they come to us and say they want to be able to sell their products. Right now, the whole game is working for the big multinationals. It's just not working for the people here in the United States,
Senator,
and we can change that.
We not only voted against these disastrous trade agreements, NAFTA, PNTR with China, which cost us over 4 million jobs, but also helped lead the effort against these agreements. Elizabeth is absolutely right. If anybody here thinks that corporate America gives one damn about the average American worker, you're mistaken. If they can save 5 cents by going to China, Mexico, or Vietnam, or any place else, that's exactly what they would do. As president, let me tell you what I will do. These guys line up at the federal trough. They want military contracts. They want all kinds of contracts. Well, under my administration, you ain't going to get those contracts if you throw American workers out on the street.
Thank you very much. Governor Hickenlooper, your response.
So it was solemn and sobering reminder, this debate, of what's really at stake in 2020, which is, are we going to have a continuation of the fascist, racist rhetoric and policies of Donald Trump that's against the world and all for himself and his white nationalistic agenda. Now, to be able to get out of this, they're going to have to say a little bit more than promises that seem like rhetoric and blasé talk. There needs to be hardline, solid policies that are meant to affect women in general, not just daycare, ADOS in general, not just a promise of HB 40. We need a real reparation, because we are the backbones that created and built the economy, that created the nationalization to make the globalization that they afforded to do. Let's tell the truth about that. Now, we also need to hear something more solid in regards to environment. I didn't hear nothing about that. That's why they're doing environmental town hall meetings instead of taking it on at the debate. But then again, this is a corporate established CNN that is running this debate, and those pundits afterwards with their commentary all gonna go along a line that's on the corporate side. They're not gonna stand for anything that's right in regards to progressive politics. And the DNC is just sidelining the issue when we need to work on those super delegates. Let's tell it like it is. Now, here in this state where they're practicing conservative democracy, they need to get a little more progressive here also. Now, if they were, this place would be a little more crowded, and I know that's right. So, we're going to go on and talk about what we think about this first debate of the second debate, because day 2 is a Liberal Party clash. All right, we're going to see them go Yang to Telsey to Corey, with Camilla lying the whole way through. I know that's right too. All right, let's keep talking. Okay, now comes the fun part where we vote. Ranked choice voting style for the candidate we like. And we get to explain ranked choice voting for those that don't know. All right.
Of each would be 1.6 people.
So this is the math on the ranked choice voting. If there's just one and they have a second choice, it goes to the second choice. So that's how.
Is this my bad math? Am I doing it?
Amy rose up from 2 to 3. All right. All right. I know you saw that. Now, if Amy really wants to do something, she would give Medicare for all. To say that she's going to do this for the children, that for industries, this for moms, is all a bunch of crap if she isn't going to give Medicare for all to everybody. Now, as far as Warren is concerned, her and Bernie were just mirroring each other on a bunch of policies, and I'm very glad that she was at least the first to mention the concentration camps and the children of the border. And in those jails, and off in Georgia, and that one detention facility where 4 have died within the last 2 years. Ugliness. So, we want to, well, last few months, that is. And we want to talk about this because they were talking about the TPP and saying what they were going to do for industries and jobs. But see, if Yang was in the situation, he would have brought up the automation and the need for education and the need for being able to take care, and would have mentioned Amazon. None of them mentioned that. None of them mentions Telsey's plight of being targeted on Google through algorithms on search engines. None of this was mentioned. So we need to take a look at what's really going on with this debate. It's all for show, and it's starting to look like a distraction because the questions weren't tough enough, they weren't real enough, and even though Bernie did touch upon what he would do for reparations, he did not say anything that looked like an ADOS policy. None of them mentioned a clear, straight ADOS policy. None of them mentioned a straight, clear policy for women outside of Amy and Warren talking about child care. That's is a big, major benefit for single women, but we got to talk women in general also. You know, those of us that are working women, working single women, and women that are working on the job being harassed. And Buttigieg and the other boy talking about unionizing gig jobs. I think that was O'Rourke that mentioned that. We don't need gig jobs to begin with. We need good, long-term, long-setting, stabilized union production jobs or work jobs or IT jobs. That's what we need. Now, I want to tell you that, hold on. Okay, so despite what was going on within the debate, there was a clear consensus amongst everybody to get rid of Trump. And we know that to be a fact. Now, you can call him racist, you can call him fascist, but that wasn't the point. The point of it is he hasn't had a clear policy to help those that voted him in. There's no extra jobs, it's more war, more destruction, more harm toward black and brown people, and more harm to the environment. There is nothing positive about what this man is doing. So to mention that would have been good, and I would have liked to heard more of the policies that he is not accomplishing that he should do, but isn't, and this is why he shouldn't be voted in again. But they're not talking like that. Now, it's clear that this was a cute little party. Everything went well. It was very tiny and small. They had an exclusionary group that was in the back in another room watching the thing. But you know, this Hawaii Democratic Party, they kind of cliquish. So, you know, I got to keep it real on that. So tomorrow they don't have anybody to sponsor or represent for day 2, so we're going to have to find something else to do in regards to that party, but they're going to have a recap party over here at the Democratic headquarters. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to that or not. We'll see. But I want you to know, in this era of hate, you got to participate. Even if that debate watch party isn't that great, you got to show up and show face. All right, because we want them to know that FNN is in the place standing for not just that liberal, no, the real progressive independent style. All right, you hear me now, child. Now, so thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace. All right.